taking hometown heat. The Warriors are looking a superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood with the utmost confidence.
And with that said, a very legitimate chance now to hoist the trophy again at the end of this season. They've been to the mountaintop. They know what it feels like, but it's never easy to repeat.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's Curry with the drive. It's stolen by Dragic. And here we go. Dang, heading to the hoop. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooters.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And here we go. And Andrew Bogut, the bucket on the assist by Barnes.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times. And, guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Goran Dragic. To the middle, stolen by Bosh. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dragic gets the bucket.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Dishes it to Curry. From deep. Knocked away. Hits another look. Wow, way off on that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Dang with the buckets.
Boy, Kevin, that's a confident with the defense right in his face.
To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball. The layup missed.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Bogut. No luck. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Raptors.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Curry dishes to Green. To halt the run. Here's Bogut. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Bogut's got his second basket of the game.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Here's Whiteside. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the 4th quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the 4th quarter from a scoring standpoint.
And it's blocked by Dang. Bogut the pass to Green. He feeds it to Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was third most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Livingston. And that one's good. Livingston's got his second basket of the night.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them. Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Iguodala kicks to Ezeli. The kick out to Spates. Shoots. Warriors the rebound. Ezeli dishes to Iguodala. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Johnson. That's good. Johnson's got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here is Barbosa. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Ezeli. They get it back. Fires from deep. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Here is Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. The kick out to Spates and taken away by Johnson. Here's Richardson.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a guy. You can't help Greg love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Joe Johnson.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Ezeli is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Clark in at the point guard position. By himself, and Thompson throws it down.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
The Heat trail by 4. Richardson kicks to Bosh. There's the dish to McRoberts. It's stolen by Green. Here's Rush. Richardson cover. Rush gets the bucket.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Pass to Wade. Let's go. And it comes off the front of the rim. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Here's Rush. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the inside. Here's Richardson, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
A different look for Miami. Stoudemire comes in for Josh McRoberts, and it's Dang in for Joe Johnson. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Azila. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Steph Curry is subbed in for Ian Clark.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Chris Bosh. Warriors on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And, you know, now we have all these analytics. If you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. That's on Goran Dragic. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Winslow's checked in for Stoudemire. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
King to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up. I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. Number 1, the Heat. Second, the Warriors.
You know what, Kevin? Both of these teams have more than a few guys that can come up with a game-changing block. I mean, they're tenacious around the rim. They take pride in not allowing shots to get to the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Leandro Barbosa. Spates against Whiteside. And here's Iguodala outside. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Warriors leading by 19. It's stolen by Dragic. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. And there's the lay-in. The Warriors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. It's Curry outside. That drops. Curry's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Here's Whiteside. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Whiteside's got his first basket of the night.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
But they recover it. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Spates the pass to Livingston. Curry wide open. Again, Curry missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Put that bucket in no time at all. And it's 7 points for Wade. Rick, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. Golden State moving the ball around. Down low. Here's Curry with the 3, and that's going to be a travel.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Clark, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Richardson. It's rebounded by Livingston.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Sinks the three-pointer. Livingston's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Winslow. Again, the miss by the Heat. A dominating.
Hey, Kevin, up.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They just exploded. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Richardson in at point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Thompson misses.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last. A great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. On its way from Curry for 2.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Lets it go with a 3.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
It's stolen by Wade. To the paint.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
The Warriors making a switch here. Ezeli's checked in.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And the dunk by Bosch.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And, GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt, and it's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Curry outside. Good. Curry's got 13 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
The Heat trail by 16. It's Dragic with the drive. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. It's stolen by Green, and it's the Warriors. On the break, it's stolen by Dragic. In transition, here comes Miami. Bosch leading the charge, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Thompson with the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the pass to Whiteside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
With the assist. Timeout for Golden State.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And Thompson throws it down.
Really good example of his passing ability.
The Heat trail by 18. Inside, here's Johnson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The feed to Livingston. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. That's good. Winslow's got his first 2 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And it's Stoudemire at the elbow. Off on the layup.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
Miami calls timeout.
And the Heat call time here. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. That might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. He kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
The drive by Green. Winslow. And the shot falls short this time. Warriors leading by 16. Thompson dishes to Livingston. Fires from deep. Miami grabs the miss. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. No idea what got into his head right there.
5 seconds left in the third. Here's McRoberts, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. We've got Rush. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bogut. Then it's Curry. And it's Clark in at the 2-guard spot.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Here's Curry. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Stephen Curry amped up on O.
The Heat trail by 14. Feeds it to Whiteside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
And it's Dragic off the drive and going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Green, he's checked in for Brandon Rush.
Draymond Green.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You know, offensively, they're looking much sharper here in the second half. The turnovers and miscues are down, and I think they're getting quality shots as well.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his third foul of the game. Curry against Dragic. Lets it fly, and it's sent back by Bosch. The second chance effort.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Heat trail by 18. The drive by Wade. Bosh. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
There's some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. It's Curry with the drive. Three-pointer. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And for a one guard, he has a very physical presence about him.
Absolutely. I mean, he can match a lot of front court players just in terms of his strength, and that's a huge plus for him.
A clear look for Curry, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Curry's got 21. The Heat trail by 17. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Time now for an injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an update on Amari Stoudemire's injury.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wings.
Here's Johnson. They double-team Johnson. And stolen by Barnes. Oh, and here we go. Bogut's got it, the fast break chance. They get it back. Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Bogut. Here's Curry. Good as the jump shot falls. Curry's got 25 points in the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And Green slams it in.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Outside Curry. Offensive rebound.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And Green slams it in.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, you know, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
oh, guys, come on. You know, he's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
That's good. And that's now 10 points for Barnes.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Heat trail by 20. Here's Stoudemire, and it's sent back by Bogut. Johnson against Thompson. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. Lets it go with a three. Warriors the rebound. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. It's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Stoudemire. Connects on the 17-footer.
Boy, that shot was a thing of beauty from Amari Stoudemire.
Warriors leading by 21. No good from Bogut. And here is Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thompson. There's the bucket. Good.
Assist goes to Draymond Green.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kicks it to Stoudemire. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. Good. Curry's got 30 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Klay Thompson. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Richardson, that's a 2-pointer, misses off the right iron.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Good. 34 points for Steph Curry.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And there's the foul, and it's on Josh McRoberts. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2.
Stephen Curry hits them both. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Johnson for 3. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors substitution. Maurice Bates.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
Well, this win was really, really needed, and he went out and he got it for him. They lost 2 in a row coming in, and dropping a third straight would have been very, very rough. But he took it upon himself, took it right to the ship, as he always does. Great performance and a great time to deliver.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.